Hello, everyone. Let's see, we are streaming a visual novel today, right now. Yeah, and this is, I guess, another surprise test stream because I am not the best at scheduling things in advance. So I will get better at that. So I had this game on my Steam wishlist for quite a long time, and it was on sale a couple months ago, I think, and I bought it when it was on sale because that's what you do when Steam has sales. You buy the stuff that's on sale. And yeah, so this one had pretty decent reviews on it. I didn't really read the reviews. But it just seems like it's some Cinderella story, and I know there's at least 30 endings, something like that, and they were saying, oh, you can take charge of the story. So I'm hoping that, like, we get to make her, like, girl boss and, yeah, just start doing things. Oh, wait, I cannot start yet. I have to move windows. I have to move some windows so I can, like, see the chat and the game at the same time. Forgot to set that up. I'm still getting used to this. Okay, here we go. Now I can... And I have to change the size of things. Okay, let me just... Okay, gotta restructure some windows, and... This window also needs to be resized. So you will please bear with me while I do this, so that I can at least keep track of my model to make sure that I don't look weird, or I don't start glitching out, because I know that can happen. Okay, game is open now. All right. Check one more. Okay, never mind. Okay, no. Okay. Now the game is open and things are going. All right, let's see. We want to start a new game. I still can't believe I've been delaying this for so long. I will figure out what voices to give everyone as the story progresses. Unfortunately, right now, I don't know, maybe I'll just go with it and I'll make random... I can do Southern accents, and I can do some sorts of British accents, so they will come out where needed. It makes me wonder, if I decided to act earlier, maybe things wouldn't be so broken between us. Maybe with just a little effort, this family wouldn't fall apart like this. But I suppose it was easier to complain and do nothing rather than try to change things, isn't it always? Tonight, it's different. This is the night of change, the night where my plans finally take effect. I can hear my stepsisters talking in soft voices in the hall. I imagine they, too, won't get any sleep tonight. During the last few days, I've learned so much more about them, but can it erase all of the years they tormented and humiliated me? You know, not necessarily. Sometimes the best thing to do is to cut off family that treats you like crap. You know, they treat you like crap, and if they're always going to treat you like crap, and, you know, you've tried speaking to them and it just doesn't do anything, then, yeah, I mean, like, you can know about a toxic family member's tragic backstory. It does not change the way they treated you like garbage, and, you know, probably continue to treat you like garbage, and maybe even use their toxic backstory as like an excuse for it. Don't tolerate people, you know, not treating you with respect and consideration. Okay, Okay, playing Cinders is a bit like reading a book. However, you're often presented with a choice on what to say, think, or do. Your decisions will shape the story ahead. I don't know what to think about it. People deserve a second chance. Should get what they deserve. Okay, I think there are people who deserve a second chance, but I think in general, they should get what they deserve. And then maybe they'll learn their lesson, and then maybe they'll actually be deserving of a second chance. Actions have consequences. So we're gonna go with this, because action should have consequences. You can't erase the past. You can't push someone into despair and expect compassion in return. We pick our own paths in life. Whatever happens, my stepsisters knew the risks. Meanwhile, in the hallway. I still can't believe she did it. I would have never have suspected. Of course, because everyone is as dim-witted as you are and never does anything out of the ordinary or unexpected. Oh yes, I'm sure you were able to foresee what would happen. Did you see it in tea leaves or read it in a children's book one afternoon while avoiding work and being useless as usual? I did entertain the thought that she might pull something off, if you must know, but believe what you want, I don't care. I also suspected she might try to do something. She was so secretive and compliant at times that an expulsion seemed inevitable. I didn't just expect she had it in her. Oh, wait, was that explosion instead of expulsion? Let me see. Oh, wait. Oh, yes. Okay, cool, the mouse wheel. Oh, yep, explosion. Yeah, yes. Our girl exploded at people being rude to her. Okay. Gloria, please, sometimes you sound like a cliché villain from a bad romance novel. Of course, if something isn't twisted, weird, or shocking, then you won't consider it. Not everyone is like you, Sophia. Fortunately so. Just like not everyone tries to be a mirror image of their mother, down to mimicking her manner of speech. But you are not Carmosa, remember? No, you do not lead, you follow, mindlessly. Shut up, you! Open up, in the name of the prince. It's him. Why did he have to come, and in the middle of the night? Will the wonders never cease, just like your ridiculous cliché impersonations? There's no time for this now, though I'm sure Mother will deal with you later. I'll go summon her. You do that. Open up. I won't repeat myself. Mother! Sophia, don't stand like that. Open the door. Let this noisy man in. I would demand to see some ID first. That's kind of sus, you know. Yes, Mother. Ah, Captain, what brings you here at this time of night? Spare me these false pleasantries. You know why I'm here. Where is she? Yo, is this guy like a Final Fantasy character? That's a lot of belts. How many belts he got? 1 belt, 2, 3. Okay, at least 3 belts. You got isekai'd out of a Final Fantasy, didn't you? Let's keep going. Very well, Sophia, get Cinders here right away. Yes, Mother. Be quick about it, child. Captain, would you fancy some wine while we wait for my lazy stepdaughter? Don't push it. You know this is not a courtesy visit. I'm afraid a lot is going to change here tonight. He's right. Nothing will ever be the same. Nothing. I must admit, I'm afraid of it too. Some independent woman I am. Cinders, Mother has summoned you! Move! You know she doesn't like to wait! Fine, I'm moving. Just give me a moment. Make sure it's quick! ... Cinders, can I ask you something? Yes, Sophia? This whole situation, what happened this evening and the guard bashing at our door and all, it's because of you, right? You planned it? How should I reply? Should I tell the truth or lie to her? Okay, she seems like the one more sympathetic of the two sisters. Like a lot of versions, I guess, or a lot of adaptations I've seen of the Cinderella stories, they have, like, one of the sisters is less of a jerk than the other. You know, she's just kind of been roped into it. So, you know what? I will give her a... Should I give her leniency? I don't know if I can trust her right now, so I'm gonna lie to her. No, why is it when anything happens, you always go blaming me? Oh, please, you and Gloria love to treat me as if I were stupid. Okay, now I feel a little bit bad. But I'm not, far from it, actually, and I'm definitely not blind. Let me see if I can change that choice. Can I change the choice? Oh, no, I can't change the choice. Nope. We're locked in. We're locked in. We're going with it. We can't take back bad decisions. Okay. But I'm not far from it, and I'm definitely not blind. I know you've been planning it since the morning 7 days ago. 7 days, Alia. What a beautiful morning. The last few days were all rain and gloom, but here we are, summer in its fullest. Okay, escape or right-click. Okay, let me just view the menu. Okay. No, I didn't mean to quit the game! Okay, autosave. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay, so... Okay, no, wait, let me just do that again. Okay, resume, not quit, not quit. Okay. Alright, alright. Okay. Okay, the sun is sure nice. It can get pretty cold in this room of mine. Although I don't feel so frisky right now, probably shouldn't have burned the midnight oil over a book. And a silly one, too. Adolescent girl, pretty and numb as a freshly cut flower, shows divine humility and courage while everyone treats her like a doormat. Who writes these things? It's like a girl can't aim for anything better than martyrdom. Funny, though. If it's really that bad, why did I read it in the first place? Sometimes... Sunk cost fallacy, probably. You read enough of it and then felt like I might as well finish this book even though I don't like it. That's not always the best way to, you know, go through life. If you're not enjoying something, you can just stop. Okay. Maybe something in it echoes a part of my own experience. I don't know, and I'm not going to spend the morning wondering about it. Nah, I think it was sunk cost fallacy. You got far enough in and you're like, okay, the previous hours I spent reading this will be a waste if I don't finish it. Of course, it isn't as if I'll get to enjoy the day either. Lady Carmosa will certainly make sure I have to do the worst chores. The old hag could use any of her servants, but no, she always sends me, just to rub in the humiliation. If only Father were still here on a day like this, he would surely take me to the forest. Ooh, what's in the forest? What's in the forest? We always went to the lake, the magical lake as he called it, and left a loaf of bread under the old tree. That's some kind of witchcraft. Gotta pay tribute to the fairies. Yo, see, exactly, I told you that. That was some witchcraft pagan thing. You never know when you may need their help. I don't know if you should be dealing with fairies. I would assume you're leaving that out as like a peace offering to ask them to not screw with you and to screw with other people instead. Good old man, he used to tell me stories about the little folk even when I was far too old to believe them anymore. But enough daydreaming. Honestly, I talk to myself way too often these days. It's only a moment before I start considering mice and sparrows my only friends, and we will go frolicking and singing together. My future animal companions will have to wait, though. I may get lonely sometimes, but not desperate. Time to get up, Cinders. The day has only just started. What do you mean, like, your future animal companions? You don't have, like, mice and bird friends now? You got an open window right there. You can leave little, you know, treats out for them. And you never know what the future may bring. Okay, is this our opening movie? No, it's introduction of the main character. Okay. I still have some time before my dear sisters wake up. I could start my cleaning duties to have more time later, or I could try to finish that book I was reading last night. Or I could seize the opportunity to do sweet nothing. Ha. Okay, yeah, you can... I figured that out already. Okay. It's not like I have time for myself very often. Okay, let's see. Start cleaning, read the book, laze around. I'm tempted to just go with the work that she's supposed to do, so she'll have time to do other things later, but like they might make her do crap later too. But I'm also thinking like... Thinking, what's the most beneficial in this situation? Nah, I mean, like you're in a toxic situation. I feel like it kind of doesn't matter what you do. They're gonna be, you know, crappy to you. Let's read the book. And no, wait, she said the book was stupid. You need a break. You need a break. Should I give her the break? Let's see. Should I do that? Wait, check something here. Let's be lazy for once. Since my father's death, Carmosa and her daughters treat me as their servant. Cinders, do the cleaning. Cinders, go to town. Cinders, why isn't my dress washed yet? Wash it yourself. I'm sure today won't be any different. But not yet. I still have some time. The sun is shining and the morning air is so fresh. Sometimes it's great to just sit down and enjoy the day. I wonder if Carmosa and my sisters can still do it. Just sit down and relax, let your mind wander freely and worry about nothing. I don't think so. I bet they're too stuck up for that. They're always busy trying to prove or gain something, never really taking the time to enjoy the fruits of their labor. My life may not be a fairy tale lately, but it's good to know I have something that they can't take away. The morning air is so soothing. I think I'll take a nap. That's dangerous. That's really dangerous, girl. You do that and then you end up passing out all day. That's happened to me before. Okay, not all day, but you end up waking up later than you're supposed to. I've done that more than once. So I'm speaking from experience. That's dangerous. Even though this girl could use a nap. Cinders, are you there? That surely didn't last too long. Okay, she was safe. She didn't pass out all day.
Cinders, where are you? You're so hopeless. Stop lazing around and move. Mother wishes to see you immediately.
Did she tell you what she wants?
No, of course not. Why would she? And why would I want to ask in the first place? She looked rather angry, though.
That doesn't sound good. I hope I'm not in some kind of trouble again. You really could have asked her, you know.
I think you mistook me for one of those gentle, well-mannered, noble girls who cares about others. Sorry to break it for you, but I don't. If you're in trouble, that means I get a free pass today, so I'm rooting for it with all my heart, sis.
Yo, what a bitch. My, aren't you one charming human being?
Thank you. Now hurry up and let's go already.
Oh, shut up. I used to play in this hall as a child, but this building isn't much of a home anymore with Father gone. Carmosa does her best to keep the residence in its former splendor, and I guess most would be fooled by it. But for me, this place feels like it's fading away. Oh, so you didn't get lost after all.
I was starting to think you couldn't find your way. But it seems you were just taking your precious time with no regard for the rest of us. You're as hopelessly irresponsible as that sister of mine. No wonder that mother can't count on anyone other than me in this house. Don't tell me you got caught up daydreaming about some prince coming to save you.
Did I? Not really. No, did you? Yeah, no, did you? Projection! Yeah, no, did you? You're the one who should be dreaming of being rescued from your prison, if you ask me.
Watch your tongue. You don't know what you're talking about.
Don't I? I haven't seen you smile for quite some time now.
It's very thoughtful of you to worry about me, but if I were you, I'd pay attention to your situation. I don't want your pity. And before you get more foolish ideas, I think you should know that Mother is calling for you. She says she has a special job for you, no doubt something rudimentary enough. So you were sent here to fetch me.
Oh, so you were sent here to fetch me then.
Mother entrusts me with important tasks. Don't mistake me for being on your level. You wait here. I'll let her know you finally rolled out of bed.
What should I tell her? All right. Are you not tired of this? That's gonna make things worse if I edge her on. So egg her on. I'm just gonna say all right. Yeah, whatever. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. The room feels empty again. Even Gloria's presence is better than nothing. Are you sure about that? Truthfully, I feel bad for her. I may be the servant around here, but her situation isn't that different from mine. Both Gloria and Sophia spend every waking moment doing a Hermosa's bidding. Just because it's not scrubbing the floors doesn't mean they're not servants too. So, you're finally up, you lazy girl. Can't anyone in this house just do what is asked of them? I swear, you feeble-minded girls are going to be the death of me. Bah, you've wasted too much of my time already. I have a job for you. Go into town and find the merchant Tobias. I need you to pay him for a certain service. I'm giving you 200 sovereigns exactly. Don't you dare lose them. I must be a fool to entrust you with this much money, but unfortunately I've no one else to send. Are you sending me to buy you drugs? You're sending me to buy you drugs, aren't you? I have better plans for those two useless daughters of mine. Now hurry up, child. Time is of the essence. Hermosa has been speaking to me this whole time, alternating between insults and orders. Do I really have to silently accept this? Actually, wait. Let me just go back up. Thing about Tobias before I... You know what? No, I... This is annoying enough. I should just... Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah, let me ask what the service is. I'm gonna be nosy a bit. Yeah, so let's see. Okay, I will is the safe choice. What if I refuse? That's obviously starting crap. What service? She's probably gonna be upset at me for asking. So, yeah, I'll just say, yeah, sure, I'll go along with it. I can get her back later. You know, sometimes you gotta go along with their stuff and you gotta plot silently in the shadows. Really? Finally someone wise enough to not question my orders. If only my daughters would follow suit. I have other things to deal with now. Don't dawdle, understood? Right. I suppose it could be worse. A trip to town isn't such a terrible thing. It's a beautiful day and a great excuse to get away from the house. I won't even get in trouble for leaving as quickly as I can. Besides, Tobias has always been nice to me, so I'll enjoy seeing him again. This could be a rather pleasant trip. Oh. Okay, I guess I have to go to the forest before I go to... Wait, our residence. Let me just see. Okay, they're saying I have to go into town. Okay, I cannot click on town, so I guess I have to go through the forest before I get to town. I suppose I should be grateful. Even though Carmosa practically kicked me out of the house, it's better than staying there. It really is beautiful here. And it's a much-needed break from that toxic house. The lake that my father took me to as a child isn't far away, too. I really miss our trips to the lake. It wouldn't be nice to visit again, if only for the sake of memories. I wonder if I have enough time. Carmosa did tell me to hurry after all. Go to the lake. Go to town. Yeah, we can take longer than we need to. Let's go to the lake. Yeah, exactly. She's gonna be pissed at you when you get back no matter what you do. Yeah, it's impossible to please that woman. Well, then I suppose a trip to the lake wouldn't make a difference one way or the other. It's been so long since my last visit, and I do miss it. I'll go. I'm glad I chose to come. This place is just as beautiful as it was when Father used to take me here. As a child, I knew that this place was magical, but I've outgrown fairy tales now. Still, there's something to this place. It feels enchanted. Maybe it's because it hasn't changed a bit since I was a little brat. I remember that Father would always leave a gift for the fairies every time we visited. Maybe I should do the same. Should I leave a gift? No, that would be silly. Yeah, sure, why not? I wish I had brought something with me, but I don't really own anything that would make a proper gift anyway. Well, it's the intent behind the gift that matters more than the actual gift. As long as I'm honoring the fairies, they'll appreciate it. I don't know if they will. I mean, I know fairies are supposed to like sweet things and stuff. Gotta bring them like a cookie or a cake. That's what Father would say. I guess he really was a big child deep inside. I think I'll weave a wreath out of some flowers here. I'm sure the fairies would appreciate it. It's coming along nicer than I expected. It's been such a long time since I did anything like this. It feels a little nostalgic. It's funny how when we grow up, we start rejecting things we consider childish, only to return to them later with great joy. I think I'll leave this wreath under that old oak. That's where Father always left our gifts when we came. Okay, comment. I would simply not do anything with the fairies. I mean, this is Cinderella, though. We need fairy help later. So, I think they might be okay in here. But, yeah, I understand why we'd be sus of the fairies. But it's kind of like you show up and don't leave a gift. What if they're like, oh, we remember you when you were a kid, and you always used to leave us a gift, and you didn't leave us a gift when you showed up this time. So, now we're going to have to screw with you the next time we run into you. You can't upset the fairies. That's very foolish. Okay. I need to get into town. Okay, so we gotta go into town now. Town. Finally at the town. I should probably head straight to Tobias's shop. Strange. What's that crowd over there? Everyone seems to be surrounding that building. New Pokemon card drop, obviously. I wonder if someone around here can tell me what's going on. Excuse me, ma'am. Could you tell me what the crowd is for?
Well, you see, new Pokemon cards dropped, and these are all the scalpers, and they want to buy them before children who enjoy the game.
No. Oh, child, haven't you heard? A bunch of good-for-nothing thugs took their hideout there. Bastards kidnapped a child. I'm sure you know it's a market day today. A lot of folk come into town to trade their wares, but there's also the unwelcome element, you know what I mean? One of the merchants caught some ruffians red-handed stealing from him like it's no one's business. So we naturally grabbed whatever pointy thing came in handy and made sure these lowlifes know we don't take kindly to thieves in this town. But those scum grabbed a child and locked themselves up in that house. They're threatening to kill the brat if anyone tries to enter. That's horrible. Oh, that poor mother. Thank goodness some lads noticed Perrault, the captain of the Princess Guard, drinking in the inn. A few men went to fetch him from the tavern. He grabbed that blade of his and went into the house without saying a thing. I wish that good-for-nothing husband of mine would be so brave, but he's only good for drinking and complaining, I tell you. Man, it's really a shame that you guys don't have divorce. It's been silent like a graveyard in the night since Captain went in. Who knows what happened in there? Oh, such awful times we live in. That truly is sad. Thank you for telling me. I hope that child doesn't get hurt. If the captain of the guard plans to fight, it's sure to be dangerous in there. Wait, everyone has stopped talking. Did something happen? Someone is coming outside. Is that the captain of the guard? Yo, it's our Final Fantasy character. It's Beltman. Okay. The child is safe now. Someone get rid of the bodies. Oh, you just killed everyone. Okay, Perrault. Or Perrault. Wow, did he just take care of an entire gang of bandits on his own? He just disappeared without waiting for any thanks, like he doesn't even care. What sort of man could do something so heroic and yet remain so emotionless about it? Final Fantasy protagonist. It looks like the child has been reunited with his mother. What a relief. Uh-oh, I'm running late now. I better go see Tobias right away. Tobias' store is neat and well organized as usual. From the look of things, he's been doing well for himself. I guess he was lucky those thieves didn't decide to rob this place instead of one of those poor merchants at the market. Well, I mean, if this guy knows what's good for him, he has weapons behind the counter in case of stuff like that. And a guard dog or two. Hey, welcome, Cinders. Is everything alright? You seem a bit pale. No, we should make this guy British. He looks like, you know, he might be British. Hey, welcome, Cinders. Is everything alright? You seem a bit pale. I've just witnessed a terrible scene at the market. A group of brigands kidnapped a child and barricaded themselves in one of the houses. Heavens! Did someone call the guards? Luckily, the captain was nearby and resolved the situation quickly with his sword. As messy as it may seem, that is his job. Glad to hear everyone's all right. Not everyone. He killed all those men. I don't know how to feel about it. You always had a gentle heart, Cinders. Have you missed it? Well, it's been too long since you last stopped by, that's for sure. How have you been? Much the same. Carmosa works me to the bone every day, and there are times when I wish I could just disappear. But I manage, and there are days that make me happy, like today. I'm so glad to see you again, Tobias. It looks like your shop is flourishing. It does well enough. I hope you know that you can come speak to me anytime you want. We used to spend so much time together when we were teenagers. Now that we're adults, it seems like we hardly even catch a glimpse of each other. It's really a shame. You're right, it feels like childhood friendships disappear once you mature. It's hard to keep them alive sometimes, even when you have the best of intentions. Haha, such a true statement, but I assume you didn't come here just to remember the old days. Sadly, no. I'm on an errand for Carmosa. I'm here to pay you for... well, whatever it is she asked for. She's being very secretive about the whole thing. It's drugs, isn't it? It's probably drugs. You know, like mean rich old lady? Drugs. Botox. Illegal Botox injections. Oh, that. Now I'm even more curious about this errand. I'm gonna ask him. So, what exactly did Carmosa ask you to do anyway? It sounds mysterious. I'm afraid I can't tell you. Why not? Well, I promised Carmosa that I wouldn't tell anyone. I would like to keep my word. Is plastic surgery related? Oh, so it's basic business ethics, Cinders. Carmosa's not worth it. Tell me her business. Carmosa isn't worth such honorable treatment. She doesn't treat any of us nearly as well. That may be true, but I gave my word. Carmosa might not be honorable, but I certainly am, or at least trying to keep my standards. Oh, but you can tell me, remember how close friends we were as children? Why can't you just tell me, for old time's sake? I gave my word. A promise is a promise, and I intend to keep it. It's about keeping my honor, and that doesn't matter if Carmosa is a good person or not. Now, please, don't ask about it again. Fine, I understand. I think you suck now, personally, because of this. Anyway, Carmosa said that I was supposed to give you some money for this job. That's true, but I'm surprised that she would send you to pay for it. She said something about not having a choice. How much does she owe you? Around 200 sovereigns, I'd say. Just an estimate. That means Carmosa and Tobias haven't agreed on a set price yet. If I could negotiate a discount, I might get in Carmosa's good graces, or just get some money for myself. How should I approach this? Okay, appeal to friendship, be seductive, haggle, let him have the full price. Well, appealing to friendship didn't get him to tell me what was going on. But then again, he might be sympathetic if I say that, like, Carmosa's, like, not a good person or something, but no, I'm just gonna haggle. How about 150 sovereigns then? Does that sound reasonable? Haha, I wouldn't have guessed that you'd say such a thing. So 150's fine? Let's meet in the middle. How about 175? Sounds good to me. Here's your pay. You drive a hard bargain, old friend. You really have the markings of being a great merchant. Thank you. I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but you're really not so different from Carmosa. What? What are you talking about? You tried to get me to lower the price, even though I'm your friend. So that doesn't mean I'm like Carmosa. That woman is cruel and manipulative. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. But you only see one side of Carmosa. Her life isn't easy either. She's a single woman working to keep her house from falling apart. Okay. It's not an easy job, but she's very good at it. It takes a lot of hard work and sacrifice. I think you're a better person than she is, but you both have the same spark. You're clever, and you know what you want. You'd be a good leader. I suppose you have a point. I never thought about Carmosa like that before. People aren't simply good or bad, and those who do bad things usually have a reason for it. You really are a wise man, Tobias. I've always liked that about you. I'm happy I could see you again. The pleasure was all mine. I hope that you'll come again soon. I'll do my best until next time we meet then. Oh, I almost forgot. What is it? Please tell Carmosa I'll fulfill my part of the deal soon, and she should expect my representative to come by sometime tonight. Sure, I'll let her know. Man, this is backyard Botox injections, isn't it? Okay. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, I had no idea you have your representatives nowadays. It comes with the trade, I guess. Start throwing coin around, and suddenly you find yourself surrounded with people eager to run errands for you. Coin, you say, and I thought it had more to do with your magnetic personality. I used to be magnetic, but trading in the metalware is much too risking for me, so I stopped. Okay, that's kind of funny. Okay. Oh, and people do tend to underestimate the pain caused by fast-flying cutlery. There was a time in my life when I was forced to eat with my hands, but I prefer not to speak about it. Like your childhood that I also would have been there for. Okay. Oh, I've missed our talks, Tobias. Me too, Cinders. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. I hope so too. Take care, friend. I really miss the old days when Tobias and I played together. I'm so glad I could see him again. Branch icon appears when the current events... Okay. And I even have an extra 25 sovereigns for myself. Yeah, we got money. I could stop by the tavern and treat myself with this money. But if I brought it back to Carmosa, I'm sure she'd appreciate it. I want to go to the inn. Come home wasted. Okay, I feel like this is stupid. I feel like if we go to the inn, she'll like smell alcohol on us, and then she'll be like, "Oh, why were you getting drunk? Were you like wasting my money?" If we bring it back, she's just gonna snatch it from us, and we're not gonna get to appreciate it anyway. Man, this is tricky. Yeah, let me get a drink of water. Let's get drunk. This place looks so full of life, although to be fair, it's a little bit shady too. I hear that this inn attracts some of the less honest people in town, but at least it's exciting. People here actually know how to have fun. It's nothing like that stiff, proper place I'm forced to call home. Carmosa and her daughters are all too proud to do anything fun. Well, I'm not gonna be like that. I'll order a huge meal and a beer to go with it. Oh, and the captain of the guard is still here. He's all alone in the corner. I wonder if he'd let me sit with him. Okay, just enjoy the food or approach him. Let's just eat. Okay. It would be rude to approach him. It's obvious that he doesn't want any attention. I wonder what he's thinking about right now. He was willing to risk his life to save a child, but he killed several people, and he doesn't seem bothered by that at all. Or it appears that way to you because he's a Final Fantasy protagonist. Well, I suppose I shouldn't dwell on it too much. I have a great meal here, and I'm determined to enjoy myself. I'll just fill my stomach and get back home before it's late. Yeah, I gotta go back home. The journey back to my house was much too short. I'm not looking forward to facing Carmosa or my sisters again. At least they got a rare reprieve from their insults today. I wish it had lasted longer. I'm terribly late. Carmosa told me to hurry back, and it's nearly nightfall. I'm sure she'll skin me alive. Cinders, do you have any idea what time it is, you useless girl? Where have you been all this time? Yeah, so apologizing will probably get this over with quicker. I apologize. There was a lot of commotion in town, and I sort of got caught up in... Enough with your excuses. They make you look so pathetic. If you chose to ignore my orders, at least have the pride to stand by your decision instead of simpering like that. Yeah, like, no, okay, if I talked back, I would still be getting shit. It would just be of a different variety, I'm assuming. The child you once were is gone. You must be a woman now. Have more pride in yourself. Oh, what? Oh, whatever. Otherwise, you are nothing more than a lazy, useless little girl. Okay, I'll start talking back to you. I'll do that next time. Let's see what happens. At least you managed to finish the task appointed to you, though I take little solace in that. It is much to hope that you managed to keep some of the money I gave you. Well, he said the price was 200 gold pieces, so that's what I paid him. Why am I not surprised? I suppose it is foolishness to expect more from a girl as disjointed from reality as you. What are you talking about? You never take the first offer. Anyone who conducts business, no, anyone in their right mind knows that. But Tobias is my friend, he would not... Enough, I am not interested in your excuses. What a disaster. You are more useless than I could have imagined. If I stopped feeding you, it would be exactly what you deserve. But I suppose I would be arrested for petty crime if I did that. But, Silence, get out of my sight. Just looking at you makes me ill. You will go to your room and you will stay there until you are summoned. Is that clear? Yeah. Meanwhile... My lord, I have been told you wanted to see me. I've been informed of the hostage situation at the marketplace today. I also heard that you handled the situation rather admirably. For that, I commend you. Thank you, my lord, but the truth is, I regret having to kill so many men. They couldn't even put up a fight. Such is the burden of those in positions of power. We must make difficult decisions for the sake of protecting others. It is not a choice, but a duty. And you performed your duty to perfection. You honor me with your words, my lord. You deserve it. After all, my father, your king, has always spoken well of you. I know he even considered you a friend. If the king spoke so, I am honored by such confidence. Oh no, wait, that was the other guy speaking. I said it in the wrong accent. Okay. Truly, what do you think of my father? How was it to serve under him? The king was wise, skillful, strong leader. I would have followed him anywhere. That is what I've heard from everyone who knew him. Already I fade in comparison. My prince, I have not yet been crowned, as father's last wish was that I should find a wife first. No doubt he wished that I would find someone capable of ruling by my side. Of course, every noble in the land is eagerly pushing an eligible daughter towards me. But I need a strong woman I can rely on, a queen who can support my agenda no matter how hard it's going to be. I am a simple warrior, my lord. I know very little of romance and politics. Nonsense. My father trusted you in more matters than war, and I am too willing to do that. Please advise me, not as the captain of the guard, but as my friend. But I confess, even my own palace is not a safe place for discussing such delicate matters. The walls have ears, and I would not wish for my search for a wife to become any more public than it already is. we go hunting together tomorrow morning? I think we would find the forest a safer place for discussion. Such an action is dangerous, my lord. If something were to happen to you, there is no one to succeed you on the throne. Damn it, hunting accidents happen, bro. I also think you shouldn't do it. Because it's mean. Let's put in that little that speech that what's her name, Marissa Tomei and My Cousin Vinny. You know, imagine you're a deer in the forest and you're going to take a sip out of a puddle or a lake, and you're putting your little deer lips to the water, and then boom, some asshole shoots you or whatever the heck she says. Like, yeah, leave them alone. Yeah, that freaking royal people doing that for entertainment messed up. Okay. Is that so? I cannot imagine anything safer than having the famous captain of the guard by my side. And, like, literally this guy said he wasn't happy about killing people, and, like, you know, you suggest, oh, going hunting. Like, killing animals is better. You suck, bro. Let me see if I can get an ending where it doesn't involve being, like, married to this dude, unless he has, like, significant character development, which I am not counting on. Okay, if that is your wish... Okay, if that's your wish, my lord. That is indeed what I wish. You can go now, friend. My prince. Good old Perrault, brave captain of the royal guard, first sword of the kingdom, veteran of the renegade war. Reduced to killing common thugs and guarding market stalls, not yet aware of how obsolete his role is. These are different times that require a new kind of bravery and power. Our wars will not be fought using iron and fire, but gold and lies. I hope you can adapt to these new times, my poor old friend. Because when I become the king and start realizing my plan, goodness knows I'm going to need someone like you. What are you planning? What are you planning? Later that night. Finally, I have some time to myself after doing Carmosa's bidding all day. Still, it could have been worse. Carmosa was furious, and I got nothing but cold scraps for dinner. I mean, you ate a big-ass meal with the money you pocketed. But at least I was able to get away from the house for most of the day. I always love going into town. I can't believe how exhausted I am after today, though. My feet ache and I feel so sleepy. I should go to bed. Carmosa certainly won't allow me to sleep in tomorrow. Knock. Was that someone knocking at the door? Why would someone be visiting us at such a late hour? Silence! I paid for your discretion, and yet you pound on the front door as if it's a war drum. Right. Pardon, madam. I swear, I'll be silent as the tombs are right away. Mum's the word. I got your black market Botox. I won't tell no one about it. Enough with your nonsense. The package is ready to go. Can I trust you? Oi. You wound my pride, madam. I'm more trustworthy than an old priest in a confessional. Oh, okay. Such an utterance is of little comfort to me. No one can escape Carmosa's biting tongue. Now prove there is some value to your words and go before someone sees you. I think he's gone. What was that all about? What on earth is Carmosa trying to hide? It's either drugs or black market plastic surgery. Okay, maybe I should sneak out the window and try to follow him. Can't have gone far. If I leave now, I'm sure I can catch up with him. No, that's crazy. I can't do that. Could stay in the room or follow the mysterious visitor. I honestly feel like staying in the room because I feel like this isn't worth caring about. Like, she's always going to be doing bullshit. You're just going to be tired tomorrow. Although maybe we could find dirt on her if we do this, and then we could, like, go blackmail her into stuff. Choices. What should we do? Let me look at the chat. Okay, no suggestions in the chat. Well, let's follow the guy. Let's see what happens. Okay, I must be crazy, but this might be my only chance. How long have I waited here, wishing for a change? Finally, an opportunity has presented itself. Carmosa clearly has a secret. If I could figure it out, I might have an advantage over her. No one is outside the window. Now's a good time as ever. Here goes nothing. Well, now what? I tried to keep my distance while following that man, and now I've lost his trail completely. Yeah, that was a stupid choice, okay. But if I accidentally pass him, then I run the risk of running into him when I return home. Ow, curse that. Demonic excuses for plants. Okay, what plants are they? Let's see. The way you scratch at a fellow, you're more like wildcats than shrubs. That must be him. Okay, he's close, I'd better hide. Okay, blasted rocks, what are they doing in my... Do you, like, not know how to walk in the woods? Like, do you not have, like, a lantern or anything with you? Okay. You'd think they'd clear out of this place, accounting that a fellow can't see a thing in the dark. It's not proper, I tell you. Well, I'm sure this be the place where I'm scheduled to meet that smart-ass merchant. Smart-ass or not, shouldn't you be more careful when talking about the man who pays you? Oi, boss, I was just talking a little myself. No harm meant, you know. Truly, I suppose I can let this one go if you brought the package as discreetly as Lady Carmosa requested. Of course. No ifs about it, boss. It wounds my honor that you doubt my competence for even a moment. No, I'd never doubt you. Now hand it over. But before I do, boss, I have a little something I'm needing to ask you. And what would that be? You know, I'm an honest man, but my curiosity just took hold of me so hard I had to have a look inside this package. And lo and behold, my eye spies a mighty fine necklace set with rubies and made of gold. It's worth thousands of sovereigns at least, yeah? I specifically instructed you not to look inside. But the necklace... Yes, it's probably worth quite a lot of money. I don't get it, boss. Why's the noble lady paying us to take this off her hands? Seems all wrong ways around to me. She's probably selling stuff off because, like, they don't have a source of income or something. That's what I would assume, and, like, she wants it done secretly or whatever. I'm sure she has her reasons, and you're not being paid to poke around and ask needless questions. In fact, if you don't keep your mouth shut, you won't be paid at all. Whoa, boss. No need to get so angry. My mouth secure as the royal treasury it is. I doubt the contents are quite as valuable. Still, you've completed your task, so here's your pay. 15 sovereigns. Try not to drink it all at once. Man, so we paid that guy 175, and he pays this guy 50. Damn. And me? Never. You wound me with your accusations, boss. I'm sure. We should return to town before someone stumbles upon us. What on earth is Tobias up to? Never mind that. If I don't do something, they'll leave before I can do anything. Now might be only a chance to confront him, but I probably shouldn't act too impulsively. We going back home. We're not confronting him about this. I think I've seen enough. I better get back before they catch me or someone finds me missing. I'll talk to Tobias about this later after I've had some time to think about it. It's best to speak with him alone anyway. In the morning. Boy, what a night. Maybe the boss was right when he said not to drink my pay in one go. Still, can't say it wasn't worth it for how great last night was. Wait, what exactly happened last night? How'd I even wind up here? Okay, the deer went the deer went this way, my lord. Why are you harassing that deer? Or someone's coming. Better lay low for a mite. Hurry before he gets away. Forget the deer, Captain. There are more important matters at hand. This is about what you asked yesterday, my lord. I know little of politics or the affairs of the court. That's exactly why I need you. You're straightforward and honest, and you see things I can't. Behind all those smiles, everyone in the court lies to me. No, you're the only man I can trust. Okay, so the hunting was just a ruse to be talking in the woods. Okay, maybe you're not so bad. I will serve you to the best of my ability. What is it that you wish to discuss? It's about my father's last wish. I must have a wife before I ascend the throne. How am I to choose one? There's a ball in a few days. Isn't that your chance to find an eligible young lady? In theory, but that's the problem. How will I be able to tell? The monarchy is weak without a king, and the nobles around me are plotting to advance themselves. They groom their daughters like prize spaniels in the hopes that I'll be taken in by a pretty face. I need a wife who is strong and smart, someone who can rule the kingdom wisely, not feed me her father's poisonous words. But I doubt that I'll ever find such a woman. You could try finding a guy. Maybe. Yeah, we were out. Yeah, we were out. I've no doubt many such women exist, my lord. You should not give up so easily. You're right, Captain. It's just that I haven't had the fortune to meet one yet. I'm surrounded by women who know little more than how to curtsy. And they do little more than wait to be handed out as political tokens. Truly, it is disheartening. And yet you must choose a wife from among the nobility, regardless. It is, after all, tradition. As if tradition mattered to that brood of vipers. They plot to control the throne before it is even in my grasp. If I marry to please a powerful house, I risk having a fool for a wife, but what other choice do I have? If we respected the traditions to the fullest, you'd be able to choose you'd be able to choose any woman at the ball, even someone you didn't know. How convenient that this rule is often forgotten. Someone I didn't know. Captain, you're brilliant. It's perfect. I'm not sure I follow your thinking, my lord. A masquerade ball. I will be able to choose from the women without discriminating looks or political ties. They've been pushing me to follow tradition for so long, they can't complain if I remember the old ropes. Captain, you truly are a remarkable man. I see now why Father trusted you so much. Of course, my lord. Oh, no, wait, no, he's not the British guy. Of course, my lord. Well, it's always an honor to be of service. Thank you so much, my friend. You are a rare breed indeed, still faithful to your ideals. Ideals or not, our prey has long since escaped us, and if we linger any longer, people might grow suspicious. You're right, my friend. Let us return to the castle with all haste. Now that I have a solution in mind, I can return with a light heart. Well, that's a bit of juicy gossip you don't hear every day. A masquerade ball, huh? I know a certain lady who would pay handsomely for this information. That she would. The day may have started lousy after all of last night's drinking, but it's turned out to be quite a good one after all. All thanks to a few extra rounds at the pub. You can't go wrong with that. Oh, what time is it? The sun's already so high in the sky, I must have slept in. You deserve it. Yes, you do. Considering how long I slept outside last night, that's hardly a surprise. I'm still not sure what to think about what happened. I want to trust Tobias, but... well, at least it's something different from the usual. It's strange how my life has been so boring all this time, then suddenly all these things are happening to me. But even stranger than that, I wonder why no one has come to wake me up yet. It must be at least noon, if not later. Maybe it's like on punishment because, like, you know, the stepmom is upset and she, like, wants you in there to, like, isolate you. That's like, you know, a form of, yeah, like neglect or something. You know. Surely Carmosa hasn't decided to be gracious and grant me a holiday. I want none of your pitiful excuses. Oh, Carmosa's definitely not in a gracious mood. I should get going and see what's going on before she catches me like this. Okay, everyone is here. You're an even bigger disappointment than usual. Looks like Hermosa's mad at Gloria today. I wonder why. Hey, Sophia.
Cinders, not so loud. I don't want to get in trouble or miss any of this.
What's going on?
Business as usual. Mother's in a bad mood and Gloria was the nearest thing she could yell at.
I'm not interested in your excuses. It's your duty to make sure there's enough wood for the fireplace. But if the servant girl is allegedly ill, then find someone else. Do it yourself if you have to. I'm sorry, Mother. I understand. If you truly understood, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. But I am wasting my breath. I can only hope you've learned your lesson and this won't happen again. It seems I can't trust you girls with even the smallest tasks. I wish that one of you would finally take charge of things. Yes, Mother. Well, don't just say yes. Prove your worth by taking action. Make sure dinner is ready in 2 hours. I expect the wood to be chopped up by then as well. Don't worry, Mother. I will. Cinders, Sophia, why were you two wasting your time eavesdropping instead of being useful?
Hee hee, it's not a waste to watch the mighty all-knowing Gloria get scolded by Mom. Oh, what's this? You usually have such a sharp reply, but now you can't think of anything to say. Whatever happened to the perfect, glorious, outspoken Gloria? One scolding from Mom is all it takes to shut you up.
I don't have time to deal with your childish jealousy right now, but watch your tongue.
It will certainly get you in trouble someday.
Anyway, you two heard Mother. Dinner must be ready in 2 hours, so get started.
What? Why do we have to get dinner ready?
Because I'll be busy taking care of Mother's other needs, like getting the wood chopped. If you'd rather not, I can always tell Mother you refuse to obey her orders.
Fine, I'll do it. Just pray that your food isn't poisoned.
As if you'd have the guts to do such a thing, little sister. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have duties to attend to.
Well, looks like I'm stuck working with you, Cinders.
Should I say to Sophia, why were you so cruel to Gloria? You sure told her. I mean, actually, she has been the bigger bitch out of the two. But, like, I didn't realize the stepmom was, like, giving them servant crap to do. I mean, in the normal stories, it's like Cinderella's the one who literally does, like, everything. Yeah, I don't know. Let's, yeah, you sure trolled her. Really told her off. Nicely done.
Of course I did. It's nice to see Gloria get a taste of her own poison once in a while. It's even nicer to see her at a loss for words.
You really hate her, don't you?
I never thought about it before, but I guess I do. Gloria was always cruel to me. She keeps trying to be like Mom, and she thinks Mom will acknowledge her if she keeps putting me down. Well, things haven't been as bad ever since you came along. You're getting the brunt of it now. But yeah, I hate her. I didn't always hate her, but I definitely do now.
At least she got her due this time. She might be Carmosa's favorite, but we're the ones on top for now.
True, but I don't feel that great about it. Well, that's not important. If we don't finish dinner on time, we won't be on top for much longer.
It'll be nice having someone helping me with dinner for once.
Hurry up and take out all the ingredients we're gonna need!
Why me?
Isn't it obvious? I hardly stepped foot in the place, so naturally I don't know where anything is.
Naturally, that doesn't mean you can't help with the preparation, though.
I don't really have a choice in the matter, do I? There's no way you can prepare dinner in 2 hours alone.
Yes, you can. You can prepare dinner in like 30 minutes. Less than 30 minutes, like 10 minutes. You know what is a 10-minute dinner? Pasta. You boil the pasta for like 7 minutes, and then you drain the pasta, and then you put some olive oil on it and olives, and it's good. And that takes like 10 minutes. So yeah, you can definitely do a dinner in 2 hours.
I'll be in just as much trouble as you if it's not done. Mother isn't forgetting towards anyone.
I figured out that much by myself. Now, here are all the ingredients.
Yuck, the stench is unbelievable. Are they rotting or something?
No, this is just how vegetables smell. They do grow in the soil, you know. Fresh garden vegetables don't smell bad. Like, there might be dirt on them, but... I mean, if she was thinking something smelled bad and they had, like, fermented food or something, I can understand that. Like, don't get me wrong, kimchi's delicious, but, like, sometimes when the kimchi isn't super fresh and you open it, like, yeah, the smell is pretty strong. Yeah, let's see.
Sure, but I can't believe you actually live with this odor. I bet sometimes you must feel like a rather large carrot yourself, or a beetroot, maybe.
That's very funny, Sophia. Besides, it wasn't exactly my own choice to move in here. I used to have a proper bedroom before Gloria took it.
Of course, how could I forget? Still, you should be grateful. They say that harsh conditions help build character.
Bet you a bitch, too. I should have asked why she was mean to her sister before. Okay.
You're bound to become a diamond here while poor Gloria softens with every passing hour.
Can't you give me a break for once? If that's how it's going to look, I prefer to risk Hermosa's anger and prepare the dinner alone.
Oh, fine. Don't be so uptight, sis. Once Gloria in this house is one too many. So, what was it like before I moved in with you anyway?
Should I tell her? Or ask her why she cares? I see no reason to be, like, mean to her about this. I mean, she might use it against me later, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. Do you really want to know?
Of course, we've got to talk about something or else it'll be awfully dull in here.
You can't just admit that you're actually interested in my life.
Well, if you must know, the moment we started talking, I decided it's better to imagine you're a character from some bad romance novel. It's much less personal like that.
This girl is kind of funny. I can't hate her that much. You're such a darling sometimes.
I know, right? I may not be the worst or best in the family, but you can't accuse me of lacking creativity. But let's get back to that book you're in.
Well, if life was different when Father was still alive, more carefree, although I suppose that's how childhood is. Father had a way with kids. I think he was a rather big child himself, always dreaming. I loved it back then.
I see. And how do you feel about it now?
It was great. It was too dreamy. It was suffocating. I think I would say it was too dreamy because she's like, oh, I've grown past fairy tales. It may have been fun while I was a child, but looking back on it, I think Father was overprotective. He raised me to live in a dream instead of reality. Unfortunately, life is a lot more complicated than fairy tales.
You can say that again. Imagination can only work so far, and all dreams eventually come to an end.
You're right. Sometimes I wish Father had better prepared me to be awake.
What about your mother? Do you remember her?
Unfortunately, she passed away giving birth to me. I still feel guilty about it, even though I know it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, if I had been supposed to be born back in these olden days, me and my mom would both be dead. But that's a story for another time. Okay. Father told me a lot about her, but I don't really know if that's how she was or just an idealized image. Either way, I know that her death had a huge impact on him. I think he was very lonely. Perhaps that's why he preferred to get lost in his dreams rather than face real life.
I'm sure it got even worse after we came into your life, huh? Ew, this onion is making my eyes wet.
That's like not how you react to that. It's more like, oh man, my eyes are stinging, my eyes hurt, my eyes are in pain. I want to have tasty onion. Why does preparing onion make eyes hurt? Like, okay, but anyway, it's not the crying that's the problem. It's your eyes physically stinging from the onions that's the problem. Yeah, give that to me, I'll chop it. If you rinse the knife first, it shouldn't sting that much. As for you, I'd say my life was definitely different after you came in.
Oh, just be honest, I know your life has been miserable ever since your father married our lovely mother. Trust me, it's not like Gloria and I wanted this either, and yet here we are, one big happy family.
You can be awfully cynical at times.
Oh, you noticed.
Fine then, yes, my life got worse when you showed up. I'm a servant, no, a slave in my own house. Not like you'd understand.
Yes, what could I possibly know about it? Stupid onion.
Sounds to me like it's your turn to talk about your life.
Well, there's not much to say.
That can't be true. It's obvious that a lot happened to you and Gloria. You wouldn't be like this otherwise. Besides, you said you wanted a conversation, so tell me about yourself.
Fine, but don't say I didn't warn you. When we were children, we lived out in the countryside. Our house wasn't as nice as this one, though. Our father was a military man. He got himself killed in some war, and now left Mother a widow.
She should be getting, like, widow money, though. I forget what it's called. Yeah, like at least in the U.S., if you're like the wife of like a military or like, you know, the spouse of a military personnel who gets killed, the government pays you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be. I hardly even saw the man when he was around. He was like a complete stranger. Not a proper father at all. His death meant nothing to us.
Yo, it's freaking cold. What about Carmosa? It must have affected her. Maybe that's why she's the way she is now.
What was that supposed to be a joke? Mom didn't care about him any more than we did.
Then why'd she marry him?
Well, why does anyone get married?
For love, for political gains, for many reasons. Well, in this time, because, you know, like what choice, like women didn't have much of a choice. I mean, I'd say lots of reasons, yeah. Yeah, lots of reasons for people to get married. I don't think I can give one solid answer. Some do it to attain higher status or more riches. It's also a way to ensure you aren't alone when you are old. Sometimes love, or at least mutual respect, plays a role too.
You're right. For instance, an ugly girl like me would only attract men looking for status. They would try to climb the social ladder using my back for rungs. It was the opposite with Mother. She used her looks to attract a man of higher social standing. If you had a penchant for melodrama, you could say she climbed his dead body to be where she is now. Carmosa comes from a poor family. They had a title of nobility, but they lost most of their riches and splendor. The only way for her to advance up the social ladder was to marry, and she was ambitious. She married an officer who was relatively rich and had a lot of accolades. She probably planned ahead even there. For all I know, she chose a man who would probably die in battle so she could marry even higher later.
I heard about women doing this in Russia. Like, women doing this multiple times in Russia. Like, they marry a random dude and then, like, convince... Or, like, a dude who's in the military. Or they, like, then convince him to enlist in the military. And then these guys go die in Ukraine. And then they just collect, like, the money that they pay widows. Yeah, I heard this was, like, a thing. Like, you know, obviously, not everybody's doing it, but I heard it was a thing that's definitely going on. How can you say that? That's such a cruel assumption.
Cruel? It's not like she killed him. He would have died anyway. She just wanted something more out of life.
It's still a cold thing to do.
Cold? Sure, it's cold. It's business. I don't see what's wrong with it. Mother's not dumb. She did what she had to. There's not much room in this world for women with ambitions, so you take what you can get.
So back then, was your life as bad as it is now?
Worse.
What? How so?
Well, you weren't around. Listen, if you're not around, who do you think becomes the victim? Mother's always needed a scapegoat, and Gloria would do anything to please that woman. I'm not as pretty, smart, or ambitious as them, so naturally she humiliated me, and Mom didn't disapprove. And now that I'm here, they no longer target you.
Oh, and now that I'm here, they no longer target you. Is that it?
That's exactly it. Mom and Gloria have a new scapegoat, and my life is finally a little better.
Oh, I see. So now that you're no longer tormented, you choose to torment me instead.
Of course. Nothing personal, but it's either me or you, and I certainly won't be a victim again.
Man, it's like, I don't even know how to type this person. It's like you can clearly see through all the BS, but like you're still engaging in it. It's... Okay, yeah, like... I can't think of people like this, at least in my extended toxic family system. Then again, I also haven't talked to these people in years, so if they are around, I couldn't even place them.
Besides, you should be grateful. Didn't your father shield you from the real world too much? Well, now you get to see exactly what it's like. That's the way of all things. You're either the hunter or the prey. And as long as Mother and Gloria focus on you, I can go back to being my own worthless self.
You're so cruel. You're not... Yeah, girl, you're not worthless. Just listen to yourself. You're not worthless, ugly, stupid, or even cruel.
My, what has made you an expert all of a sudden?
It's ridiculous. It's obvious the person you hate most is yourself, but you have no reason to. So you make up all these excuses like you're too stupid or ugly or worthless when you know it's not true, but it's still an easy way out, isn't it? You prefer to convince yourself you're nothing so that nobody will expect anything more from you. You don't have to change or do anything if you're worthless after all. And you sound like you're trying to convince yourself...
And you sound like you're trying to convince yourself that you're all knowing.
You're not worthless, Sophia. You know that.
It's almost endearing how hard you try to see the good in other people, but you're just being naive.
It's not naive at all. I was paying attention when you were talking, and I learned something important. You think you're worthless because you can't measure up to Carmosa or Gloria, but it's the opposite. Carmosa is a woman of strong influence. It's easy to get drawn in and conform to what she wants. The fact that you've resisted means that you're stronger than Gloria. It means you're stronger than Carmosa. I'm sorry you had to suffer for it, but that makes you even more admirable. You really had it rough, and I know that left a mark on you, but it doesn't make you worthless. You know,
I don't need your pity.
Trust me, that's the last thing on my mind. You've still been absolutely horrid to me. But now that I know what happened to you, well, I just wish that you knew better.
Listen closely, Miss Cinders, because I'm only gonna say this once. I am sorry. I am sorry for everything. I'm not promising I'll change, but it's better than nothing.
Thank you. Okay, so being able to apologize, that's like one level of not super toxic, because there's like some super toxic people that like they cannot admit they've done anything wrong, and they cannot give a meaningful apology. So it seems like she can understand she's wrong, but like she's still not committed to doing better. So, I mean, this girl's still a problem, but I think she's maybe not as bad as the others. Okay, I'm glad we can speak with each other like this. Maybe this is the start of something better.
Don't get your hopes up. Anyway, it looks like dinner's nearly ready, so I'm leaving. Just make sure to hurry.
I will.
See you later.
Wait, Sophia.
What?
Just remember that sometimes it's easier to get through tough situations if you have someone on your side.
I suppose so.
I wonder if I got through to her. I can't believe we actually had that conversation. That was definitely unexpected. I think I need some time to think it over. The meal is nearly done anyway. All that's left is to get one of the servants to cook the rest right before it's served. I really need to get out and gather my thoughts. Everyone is busy, so I'm sure no one will notice if I sneak out. The main hallway is empty, no surprise there. As I thought, everyone's busy right now. I don't have much time before dinner, but I'm sure I could sneak out and be back in time. All that talk about my mother reminded me that I haven't been to her grave in a long time. It might be dangerous to sneak out during the day, but I don't know if I'll get another chance. I just have to move as quickly as I can. Cemetery time. Let's see how cool this cemetery looks. Yeah, this is a nice looking cemetery. I know they put like the spooky lighting in it, but like, look, you got like cool moss, you got plants, you got like a nice angel sculpture, you got like a weathered stone path. This is a nice cemetery. Okay. I don't even remember how long it's been since I last visited the cemetery. Mother's grave isn't hard to find. It's guarded by a statue of an angel crying gracefully. Father's idea. Looking at how much pain the angel is in, it's clear that Father took Mother's death very badly. I can't bring myself to look away from the statue. I'm sorry, Father. The grave must be in terrible condition by now. I haven't had time to care for it. Wait, the grave is clean. Not just clean, but polished as well. Someone must be caring for it. Step away from the grave. Who's there? I've had it with all you grave robbers. Folk like you have no shame. What are you talking about? I'm not a grave robber. Of course you aren't, and I'm the... Hold on. I know you. You're Carmosa's stepdaughter. I am, I suppose. You know Carmosa? No Carmosa? Of course not, but I sure know you. Well, I guess you have an advantage over me then. I have no idea who you are. You don't know? I live in the town. Folk call me Madam... Ged? How the heck do we say this name? Geedy? I guess I'll go with Geedy. Or Ged. I wish I knew how to say this. It's a weird name. Madam Ged. As in the witch that everyone talks about? So you have heard of me. The stories they tell are an exaggeration, though. Those half-wits label anything they don't understand as dangerous. Even more so, seeing as I'm a woman who's smarter than they are, I suppose it frightens them. Although it doesn't stop them from running to me anytime they have a problem they can't fix. Personally, I prefer the term wise woman. It's a lot more appropriate, I think. So, you're not a witch? Yeah, people can be stupid. People can be so stupid sometimes. They insist they see something they don't understand, they fear it. Oh no, the instant they see something they don't understand. Okay. It's ridiculous and closed-minded. Damn sure it is. That's a very bitter outlook on life, though. I'm sad that someone so young already sees the world that way. Sad, but you said the exact same thing. I'm old and bitter, child. The world has thrown its worst at me, but you are young. You should be dreaming of doing great things, not going around calling people stupid and close-minded. She's had a tough life, lady. So I'm supposed to be a naive dreamer just because I'm young? That's ridiculous. If you continue to argue with me, I will turn you into a toad. Wait, I thought you said you didn't know magic. I only said that the stories about me have been exaggerated, but that hardly matters now. After all, it got you to stop arguing, didn't it? True, but still. Why are you here anyway? You scared me when you shouted at me. I was just visiting an old friend. I was on the way back from picking some herbs in the forest by the lake. Oh. I've heard that the forest and the lake are special. My father used to tell me that they're magical. And we're talking about magic again. I can't help it, the atmosphere is so mysterious. It does feel as if this place is magical. Do you believe in magic? Not really, maybe a little. I believe in myself. I'm gonna say I believe in myself. I prefer to believe in myself. Ah, but that didn't really answer the question. Well, it hardly matters whether magic is real or not. Some people think that their life is ruled by fate. In reality, that's just easier. It's just easier for them to blame everything on fairies instead of on their own mistakes. I prefer to take my fate into my own hands, so it doesn't matter if magic exists, I'll still aim for what I want. What a rare and refreshing outlook on life, especially for a young girl. Most women in this weird country seem content to accept whatever is handed to them. Perhaps you would like to come visit my shop next time you're in town. Tomorrow, maybe. Maybe. Is there any reason you're inviting me? Do I need a reason? Perhaps it's merely that I like you. Or we could talk about your mother. Wait, you knew my mother? Of course I did. Who do you think has been tending to her grave all this time? It surely wasn't you. So you were friends with my mother? There, your questions can wait for tomorrow. I'm tired and need to return home. Shouldn't you hurry home as well? You'll be in deep trouble if Carmosa discovers you're gone. How'd you know I snuck out? Who knows? Maybe I saw it in my crystal ball. Or maybe it's just that I know Carmosa wouldn't let you wander around the woods on your own. I really want to see you tomorrow, but it won't be easy. Carmosa usually keeps a watchful eye on me. Well then, you'll just have to think of something, won't you? You won't get anything out of life if you don't take a few risks. I guess so. I'll try to come tomorrow. Excellent. I'll see you then. Take care of yourself. That was certainly an unexpected meeting, but what a character. I definitely want to speak with her again. For now, I'd better just concentrate on getting home. Magic or not, the witch was right about one thing. If Carmosa finds out I snuck out, I'll be in deep trouble. Okay, I gotta take a minute to go get more water, because doing the voices, it makes you need water. So be back in a minute or two. Alright, we're back. We'll go back to the house. Get yelled at. I'm all clear in the main hall, and I don't hear anyone screaming my name. Looks like I made it back in time. Oh, pardon me, Mom. I was just on my way out. Hey, I know you. You're that man who was with Tobias last night. Oh, girl, why are you so stupid to just say that? They didn't see you. Keep your voice low, Miss Ilma. I was trying to remain incognito here. What are you even doing here? Oh, nothing important enough to bother you. 'Tis merely boring business stuff. Is that supposed to be a joke? Fine. Fine. Keep your secrets. I want to pick this. I wanna pick this one just so when I clip it later, I can put in that gif with Frodo and Gandalf. Please tell me or face the consequences. I'm just doing this one because it's making me laugh. Fine, fine, keep your secrets, Gandalf. I don't care enough to press the issue. No need for you to pout over such a little thing. But you have trouble seeing? I'm hardly pouting, now get out. Fine. You got me. I came to tell Lady Carmosa. Fine. bit of information. Yeah, dude told me anyway. Didn't I tell you to keep your secret? I know women folk pretty well. If you say you don't care, it means you do. You were trying my patience. Leave now. Fine, fine. Couldn't hurt to be a little more friendly. What a disagreeable man. It's true I'm curious, but I want nothing to do with him. If Carmosa is interested in something, I'll figure it out myself. I could ask someone else in the household if they know anything about this guy. Carmosa is certainly out of the question, but maybe one of the sisters. Then again, I can never tell if they're on my side or not. It might be best to play dumb and see what happens. Ask Gloria, ask Sophia, leave it. Let's ask Gloria and just see what happens. Maybe Gloria will know something. She always tries to make Carmosa's business her own. I'll go look for her. Where's that stupid girl? I thought she'd be sulking in here. I don't sulk, Gloria. Oh, there you are. I've been looking for you everywhere. Dinner is about to be served. You're needed in the kitchen. I was just watching up. I saw a strange man in the front hall a moment ago, though. Do you have any idea who he is or why he was here? I might, but why would I tell you? It's clear that Mother wants to be discreet, so you certainly don't need to know. Oh, so what you really mean is that you have no idea, right? Oh, I know enough, but I have no reason to tell you. You think you can speak to me with disrespect, then turn around and ask for my help? It doesn't work that way, I'm afraid. Feel free to languish over it as much as you like. I have better places to be. No, I'm just gonna say fine. I'm not apologizing to her. Fine, you can take your precious secret to the grave if you want. Maybe I will. I certainly wouldn't share it with an impertinent child like you. You don't have to be so high and mighty all the time. We get enough of that from Carmosa. Why make it worse? Oh, cut the oppressed rebel act. You'd get more respect if you behaved more maturely. This conversation is over. I expect you'll be in the dining room in a few minutes. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have better things to do with my time. Right, as always. A few hours later. I'm so worn out. Of course, Carmosa would order me to help the servants, wash the dishes. I wasn't much more than a servant during dinner either. Unlike the servants, I don't get paid though. Honestly, I'd rather they don't even invite me to dinner. Picking over the leftovers is better than waiting on them. At least I had something to occupy my thoughts while I did chores. A lot happened today. First, there was that talk I had with Sophia. I'm surprised that she was willing to open up to me. Usually she's so quiet and moody. She even smiled at me a few times during dinner and treated me better than usual. I wonder if she's reaching out for a friend. Maybe the two of us could be friends. Could we be friends? I think so. Probably not. Let's be optimistic, maybe. Her circumstances aren't much better than mine, really. At least, I had a happy childhood. She's been mistreated all her life. I wonder if I'd be the same as her as if I was in the same situation. But even though she's rough and cynical, she proved today that there's a smart and sensitive girl under all that. If she stopped pushing me away, I think I could grow to like her. Still, the talk with Sophia about is nothing compared to the meeting with Madame... How the heck do we say her name? Ged in the cemetery. What a woman. She's fascinating, but I just can't figure her out. She might look imposing, but she doesn't scare me. She feels familiar and trustworthy. It's clear she cared about my mother, otherwise she wouldn't be tending to her grave. I should visit her in the town as soon as I get the chance, at least to thank her for keeping Mom's grave clean. And then there's the most mysterious event of the day, that weird man coming by the house. He was with Tobias last night, and now he's back to see Carmosa. Something must be going on here. I wonder if Tobias knows why he came. Whoever that man was, he sure gets around. I only wish I knew what his information for Carmosa was. It must be something important. I'll have to dig deeper if I want to find out. So many questions in just one day. This might be my big chance to finally change my life, but I'm too tired to think about it right now. After everything I've done today, I'm feeling so worn out I can barely stand. I had hoped I'd have time to read a book before bed, but I need sleep. Maybe I'll have more energy tomorrow. Okay, somebody's calling Cinders. Hello? Is someone there? We are here. Heck is this? Who are you? I can barely see you. Oh, but we can see you quite well. Yo, it's the fairies, I bet you. What is this place? Where am I? You're in your bed. So this is a dream? It is. Then none of this is real? Why? You're real, and so are we. That's real enough. But who are you? You don't remember us? Should I? Do we know each other? We know you, you don't know us, but you know of us. If you want to meet us, come to the lake. That doesn't sound suspect at all. The lake? Sounds like they're about to jump her. And don't forget to bring a gift. It would be improper if you didn't. Now rest, darling. You deserve it, and you'll need all the strength you can get for tomorrow. I feel like I slept a while. That's strange. It looks like late morning, but no one came to wake me up again. I wonder why. I had such a strange dream last night. It felt more real than any I've had before. I wonder what it meant. I suppose time will tell. Time to get up and see what the day has in store for me. Probably more trouble. Strange. No one's in the main hall. I wonder where everyone went. Normally, Carmosa would be all over the place handing out orders to everyone. If she went somewhere on business, she'd definitely wake me before leaving. Where are the girls anyway?
Would you shut up and listen to me? Just this once? Why should I? You're not the lady of the house, so stop acting like it. I'm not taking orders from you.
Oh no, not this again. And here I was hoping that everyone had just disappeared. I'm surprised, though. The voice is coming from Carmosa's study. I thought it was off limits. I'd better check it out.
I'm not taking any orders from you. You shouldn't even be here in the first place.
And tell me who you think should be in charge of the house right now. I don't see anyone more qualified. Wow, so this is what Carmosa's private study looks like. A bit barren compared to when it was Father's room. Did she have to get rid of everything that was even remotely pretty? Did she hate it that much, or did she need the money that badly? I think she needed the money, personally. What are you doing here? I could ask you the same thing. Isn't this place off limits to everyone?
Oh, Gloria's just another one of her delusional power trips. Why else would she be here?
Shut up, you little... Hang on, what's going on here? Where's Carmosa anyway?
Oh no, she left early this morning without saying much, and now Gloria's distraught.
She left on business, and she said she'll be back in 2 days. It happens, and I'm not distraught. I'm merely trying to maintain order while Mother is away.
I don't recall Mother leaving you in charge.
Shouldn't it go without saying? Who else would be capable? All you're good for is foolish commentary.
Oh, of course, only Gloria is capable of anything. How did I not see that before?
Both of you stop arguing right now. Okay, so this is a time to take a choice, and I do have to feed my pets, and I think I want to take a break for now because my voice is getting a little bit sore from doing these voices. But I may be back streaming more either tomorrow or Sunday. So we started. We will probably could be continuing sometime this weekend. Maybe I will even post a little thing in advance notice on YouTube, and at some point I'm gonna figure out how to stream jointly on Twitch. But anyway, for now, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment and all of those things. So thank you again very much for watching. Good. Sorry, I'm trying to get back to my broadcast. Oh, here's the broadcasting software. Okay. Yes, here's my OBS. Yes. Thank you for watching, everyone, and good night, and have a great night, and I will see you hopefully in the
next stream. Bye.